Mr. Kurtzer, how are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Adam? It's
Good.
Friday after another fun week here at Gallery Digital Signage and challenging week in this challenging and difficult environment. How you doing?
Right, we made it another week. I'm doing well. I've got plans to just kind of stay in my house.
You're not going
So,
out to the shore visiting your population of the large state of Delaware?
the great state of Delaware. I think we've got about 990,000 people here. But again, guys, everyone, my name is Adam Yorston with YNA, and we have Bill Kurtzer with Gallery Digital Signage out of New Jersey with us today.
Thank you, Adam, for inviting me to participate and lead this presentation. Again, my name is Bill Kurtzer. I'm the president of Gallery Digital Signage. We are a division of a company called VCOM, which we'll discuss in a few minutes. And I'm here today to discuss the world of social distancing and the new norm relative to the importance of gallery digital signage. There was a major article by some people in the AV press that talked about how in the next 2, 3, 4 years with this new norm, there's 2 or 3 industries that are really going to grow, believe it or not, with the world, and that is the AV space inside homes and digital signage. So today we'll just have a few minutes to chat a little bit about that space.
Awesome. Bill, we brought up a few slides that we put together that we can use as visuals, and maybe we'll jump right in and talk about some of the products that Gallery has to offer.
Fantastic. So this is our summary page, which we can skip and go right to the company page. So as I mentioned, Gallery Digital Signage is a division of a company called VCOM. We're located in Fairfield, New Jersey. We're a national global AV company. We have multiple groups. But here, this page here, I'm just going back one more. Thank you. So this page here just talks a little bit about the 4 core businesses of VCOM. And number one, and the most important thing is we're currently in business. We have a business called Hamilton Buell, which provides essential products for the education and healthcare markets. And at the end of the presentation, we have a product called V-Ray, which we'll talk about briefly. We have a product called Alltech Pro, a division called Alltech Pro, which pretty much includes all of our AV products, including gallery digital signage. We have a company division called Comprehensive, which is critical in this marketplace because we're providing cables for government and for other AV companies, and RLE Industries, which is a manufacturer of lighting supplies for the market. I do want to highlight that all of those businesses are supporting all sold through distribution companies. So none of our products go direct. Everything goes through distribution. Okay.
Excellent. And Bill, when we first started working with you at Gallery, I think it was 2013, I believe. So Gallery has been doing digital signage for how long?
Gallery's been doing digital signage now for over 10 years. And that leverages our talent base with our IT business and our AV business, and we brought them back both together. So we've been in business for around 10 years.
Excellent. Why don't we pull up this slide with all the pictures of different products, and we can talk a little bit about which products are the #1 sellers and which products are new.
We'll do that. So this is our list of digital signage products. We'll start from the top left. That's probably our #1 product, the rugged HD all-in-one systems. They come in multiple sizes, 22, 32, and 43. And in the digital signage industry, what makes them so special is they're rugged and durable. These things are found and have been vetted in by Walmart, which we sold through a sign company out of Las Vegas. And they're in around 150 Anti-Ans locations throughout the country. And the most important thing is they're controlled by one person that controls all the signs from a pricing perspective, anything having to do with that sign, that location, one person. So one person can control multiple signs. And last but not least, we have an easy to use system where the media player, or the thing that the brains behind it, is actually inside the screen. So that prevents you from having to do a major install job for most applications. Almost every one of these products that you see here is an easy install. The middle product is the E-Series wall mounts. That's our second most popular line, primarily sold in healthcare for showing people what's going on in terms of wayfinding, as well as sold in real estate and sold within government locations. That product, again, comes in multiple sizes ranging from 32 to 43, 49, and 55. Easy to use like a TV. the media players inside the product. Going down to the middle, the Herald HD kiosk, that's our third most popular product. That's been found in a lot of retail locations and bank locations. That's a beautiful product where you can put the name of the bank on the bottom and then put it right. It's pretty much a plug-and-place product inside the bank. It's a beautiful product for retail, for banks, we do have it in some hospitals also. Those are our three main product lines. Bottom left is an exterior product for the world of drive-through windows, probably in today's world, could become more important as drive-through grows. Again, it's a product that's much more expensive. We do provide that product, but it is a product that we can provide for drive-through windows. On the bottom right is video walls, most likely not something that we're going to be seeing big growth of, but I just want to highlight that we do that. And in the top right is hanging, is our new products. And we'll get into them in more detail, but those products are great for the mobile market, where we now have a sign that can be placed outside of a store that says, wash your hands, come this way, we're open. Great product. So this is our current portfolio. Three things to remember. Number one, we supply everything associated with the product, from the product itself, the content management system, and the media player. Number two, our content management system is easy to use. And number three, these products can be controlled from one location for thousands of signs.
Bill, we have a question that came over from Brian. He's asking, are there any limits to how many can be working together at the same time?
No
so
limit.
What is the scalability of a system?
We can scale up to 1,000 type signs if you need that kind of situation.
So we can control from one position 1,000+ signs.
Correct.
Down to a local 2-restaurant chain that might have 4 screens. The interface and the platform is the same.
Correct. One little difference, we do have 2 different ways of providing it. If you have a restaurant, single sign, single location, we can use something called just a basic using a USB system. It's a little less expensive. If we go to 1,000 signs, 1,000 locations, there is a cloud fee, but we call that the Bright Show system. Not much of a difference. That's more of a tactical issue, but yes, multiple signs, multiple locations.
Awesome.
So we're here because of, obviously, there's the world out there, and the question becomes, like I just mentioned before, the digital signage space will likely grow in the social distancing new norm world. Here's an example. We took pictures of this one. Happens to be not out of this marketplace, but the social distancing can be used in multiple areas. We'll get into the details, including retail, and we'll show you a few examples: healthcare, education, and libraries. If you work right now with the school systems, a beautiful opportunity to have our products when school opens, be it in May, June, September, and that to remind people about the new social distancing norms. This chart here, whoops, we have a quick finger there. This chart here explains it a little more detail. So you take the retail space. The retail space, probably given that it's growing and shows that the retail space, you can have products at the front entrance, at the checkouts, in aisles, in windows. For example, and I know that in the stores around in northern New Jersey, there's people that have to walk in I don't know if you're familiar in the way that in one way. Adam, do you have that by you? One way.
Yeah, we do. If you bring that picture back up you just had, Bill, I think it's a good point. The picture of the sign hanging in the window.
Yeah.
Right now, more than ever, is an opportunity where businesses that are open or doing a specific meal deal or something throughout the situation, or for these in the future, it's a great way for them to say, hey, we're open.
Correct.
Or we have this available, or we're doing this for 20% off. And being able to control that branding from anywhere allows you to be as reactive as you need to be in times like this where things are ever changing.
Exactly. And again, you can stay on this sign. Imagine this sign can be, if you're Kroger, I'm not saying we should go to Kroger, or if you're a convenience store in Iowa or a convenience store somewhere, you can control each one of these signs from one location. You can actually tell the sign we're open or we're not open. You can tell the sign how you want to manage it from a social networking perspective. And this is a specific sign we'll see later on that actually is inside the window facing outside with a very high nit type or high brightness type product. At the same time, if you like, there's a similar sign facing inside. So it's an outdoor and indoor hanging sign, and they're very, very affordable. On the left side on this sign is looking at the restaurant. I think this could be the new norm. This is an indoor sign, but we also have the same thing for outdoors. But imagine this inside a mall, that we have the ability to show that we're open, that we have the ability to show that all the issues that we're trying to address, have the ability to show top line promotional pricing. At the same time, these are just two examples of how the world of social distancing and the new normal, I don't want to use social distancing, I'll call it the new normal, will create opportunities for digital signage. And the next slide talks about another industry. This is the world of healthcare, which, first of all, just a miracle what the folks in the healthcare world have done, and probably bring it back. So I want to just personally thank the first responders and everybody associated with what they're doing in the world of healthcare. This prior sign shows 4 different kinds of situations for healthcare associated with directories that are, these are real live signs in multiple hospitals throughout the country. And the nice thing about this, if we want to go back one, is it shows that a sign company can take a sign, put in the directory, show examples, and upprice it by adding in a surround. So we're going to sell
it gives the sign company an opportunity to bring a further value add. So
Correct.
not just kind of buying and reselling a digital screen or what a customer might deem as a TV, is a chance to take the digital unit and build a custom surround and increase their value.
These signs, again, these are live in multiple locations in New Jersey, Kentucky, the one on the right's in Ohio, and the one on the left just an example of how this product.
Bill, we have a question that just came in. Someone's asking, what are the different interfaces you offer, wired, wireless, or cellular?
Great question. We actually offer all 3. We just finished up an install with a sign company in Hackensack Hospital, which is one of the most, unfortunately, ground zero locations in the country. And in that hospital, we used a cellular system, a 4G light system, and the sign company installed it with the signs, and everything went well. It's now, it's different price points because you do have to get involved in cellular, but yeah, that is available. So cellular is available. Wired and wireless are obviously the most normal ways of doing things. Most of our installs are through the world of wired and cable. It's the most reliable.
And Bill, so we have another question from our buddy Matt Smith. He said, do you provide content packages for the end users?
Right now, we do not specifically provide content packages, but we will work with you on helping provide the content for you for certain locations.
And you offer training to help create content?
Yes. From what happens on a normal sale, we typically work very closely with the sign companies in providing the training. The goal to really succeed as a sign company in this environment is to hopefully have somebody within your shop who's willing to understand and work with us on the content management system, which probably requires at most 2 hours of training. If that person works with that and understands the content management system, that provides another area for charge up to your end users. We will train you, and we will also provide a couple hours of training for the end customer for any specific kind of training associated with the product.
Awesome. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Matt, for the question.
Thanks, Matt. Hope things are well with you. So this is the social distancing world. Yep. In terms of healthcare. Next chart should talk about let's see what the next chart talks about, the world of social distancing in business. One of the things we're getting a lot of calls for, believe it or not, are elevator shots. We happen to have, this shows a larger screen. I didn't put it in our price list, but we do have another 10-inch to 15-inch type sign if you're interested inside elevator type situation. The one on the right is another example where elevator spots, hospitals, office buildings. It's possible now where every single floor of an office building may require a smaller 22-inch sign that will provide, here's the cleanliness. Who knows? There could be the expectation. I can see it, Adam, that in this new world space, you could see some states, cities requesting more signage, and it could be print.
Yeah,
it could be.
And as we get to that point, something to think about. We got a question that came in. We'll keep the slide moving, but I want to ask you this one, and Bill, and it's my favorite one to ask you. Do you have interactive touchscreen capability? Remember, you're live, Bill.
We have Jonah. How you doing today? I know you. If you're in California, say hello to California. If you're in northern New Jersey, wherever. But we do have interactive touch screen capability with our solutions. My prediction is that this is my own perspective, that the touch screen world will not be very popular because to minimize touch. That's.
But to answer Jonah, absolutely.
Yes, we have it.
It gets complicated. So let's roll through these slides here. Keep everybody moving.
So, one of I was thinking about this world, the new norm and social distancing. A lot of it, one could almost say, in the business world, is really employee engagement. We were talking about employee engagement. How are you going to communicate with employees? How are you going to talk to them? And that's what this is about. And especially in the backroom worlds, especially in the operating worlds, this is a sign that the one on the right is actually inside a major grocery chain's location. We moved it a little bit for the picture, but we're telling people, I actually saw one of the things we can do, just as an FYI, to assist you when you're doing these deals, because the system is actually within a cloud system. We can actually see if there's issues associated with the sign. So today I looked to see with one of these grocery chains was showing, and they're showing a sign that says, wash your hands, do not come in if your temperature is over 100.3. So the whole world of social networking, especially on the employee engagement standpoint, is great. So this is a world, I call it just your basic. This may be the most important package picture, because the business world is going to get signs to be put, especially when they come back to work, outside their cafeteria, inside their cafeteria, inside their warehouse, inside the front room, that talks about all the things that are needed from a social distancing issue. And these are just two examples. Again, on the one on the left is our Herald product, and the one on the right is a stand-up, our stand-up product that you would find that's rough and tough and durable, that would work great inside an operating facility.
We have another question here, Bill, that just came up. It's from Matt Smith again. Does your software communicate or work with EMC on the outside of a business? Also, can your system be interactive like a traffic flow changing message? So I know you and I have spoke about this on the indoor outside side of things before, and I believe that answer is going to be yes. I'll let you elaborate. And then also, I like Matt's question here. Can we set it up with some type of traffic checker or flow chart? As you know, many of the parking garages in New York and other things, they'll keep track of how many spaces are open and so on. So do you mind elaborating?
Well, on the first one for sure, we would, because this is just, we do have a media player that we would work with the EMC type product that would be able to do a double communication. So if you had an outdoor sign at a hospital combined with the indoor sign, yes, they can work very well together and can be managed together. So that will work. Can the system be interactive like with your traffic flow changing messages? I'd have to do a little bit more of a homework on that. I'm sure that's something we can work with partners to make, just to see from a content management standpoint. So I'll have to see that, because the keyboard that you're using there is interactive. We are, again, I will look into that, especially when it comes to, there's a lot of signage coming out right now that's looking at facial recognition and things like that. That world was not good 2 years ago because of other issues, but now it's becoming more important associated with thermometers. So we're looking at that. We're working with our company that we partner with. That's another area that we're looking at from a signage standpoint. So a sign that would take people's temperatures when they walk in the door. And that's really another thing that we're still working through. So this one, I'll take a little bit more homework, Matt.
Excellent. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Matt.
So one of the other, these are new products that we've launched, that were launched around 3 months ago. Now, 3 months ago, I was just telling people that the store is open. This is an actual outdoor mobile digital sign. It is brighter than most. It's 700 nits, so it will work outside.
So is this battery powered, or is it charged?
A battery powered product that will last 14 to 16 hours. And it's
do you charge it or just change the batteries?
You charge it up. You charge it overnight, and you can buy batteries for it. There's batteries that come with it too. But this thing, we've tested inside our factory. This thing works. Every time I've tested it, it works 16 plus hours. It can be managed one sign at a time or through the web. When you bring it in, it could be charged out, and I'll have to get a little bit more details on that. But this is a nice, beautiful product. It's adjustable.
And you're showing it in white and black. Does it come in white and black?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it looks rather thin. I know the overall size is there. Do you see what the depth is on this? I can't quite.
It's probably the depth of that sign is around 3 inches, I'd say. It doesn't show it on that product. I can get that when I get the information. We're still this is a great product. We don't have it in house, but we have a sample, and it is a nice product. So if anybody's interested, we would be looking at that with a minimum order type size, and we can have it for you in 8 to 12 weeks. Great sign. It's going to be something. I know the challenge Adam and I talked about it is some towns I'll use the word could be a little bit tougher with the world of permitting, but again, the market is changing. It's going to change the world.
As a sign guy, I see 2 wheels on the back. I wouldn't worry about a permit, right?
Depends what town you're in.
Right, just
we're working on security issues, to make sure this thing can't be walked away with. So
now, can this also be USB uploaded as well?
Yeah.
So that's probably more often, but otherwise it could connect to the Wi-Fi of the business?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Excellent. That's a very cool product.
It's a cool product. Nobody else has it. I haven't seen it out there, and it's not as expensive as you might think, because it's less. It's not like those very high bright. It's not a 2,500 nit sign, but it's definitely a nice sign.
And we'll run on the bottom stream, and in the comment box, we'll put your email on the bottom, Bill, in case people need any quotes. And Matt does say this particular product will be very popular in Texas. Well, Matt, we would love to sell in Texas, so let's get in touch. So, Bill, as I mentioned, we'll put your email at the bottom in case people have any questions, as referred to price at a later date.
Okay. This is the same product, except it's an indoor product, 49-inch display, mobile, same kind of product, 700 nit brightness. It's not as heavy because it doesn't have to be as tough and durable to go outside. It may not be, or may be as valuable inside malls to tell people you're open, but we have it. It's nice and slim. It's a great product.
That's a good looking unit.
Yeah. This is another product that's brand new. This one can come in single-sided or double-sided. So imagine a sign facing outside that's hung. It's a little more premium price than a basic sign that we can put right on the stand, but it's a beautiful product that can explain the store is open. A little bit more targeted towards retail, maybe not as much a social norm type product, but it's out there.
I think it's got some play in petroleum and storefronts as well.
Correct.
That might not be purely retail, just from the idea of even a convenience store The double-sided unit is very powerful. What's the brightness of it coming out of the window to the outside world, not a mall setting?
Right.
Is it bright enough to handle sunlight?
Yeah, it's 800 nit facing the outside world, 400 nit facing inside. So it's solid. It's not 2500 nit, but it'll work. It'll work.
But walking up to the window, you're going to see this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Great sign, like you said, for convenience. It's an in-window sign. You can promote programs. You can promote, obviously, social distancing issues. Got a slim edge. It can be managed, like I said, 100 signs can be managed centrally. So it's a great product.
Now, Bill, quick question for any of those that are out there that are used to outdoor message centers. This might be a question they would have. Is whatever the front screen doing, the back screen has to do, or can they act independently?
They can act independently. But I will triple confirm that, but we've confirmed that twice.
Okay, good. I'll triple. Third time's a charm.
Yeah. Changing topics altogether. First of all, that finishes up our presentation associated with the world of digital signage. If you have any questions, obviously work through Adam and his gang, and we can get you the presentation. We can have another thing we can do is, if you like, we can set up our own meeting where we can, with Adam, and do the same sort of thing with the team at the sign shop. And last but not least, this is a chart that talks about one of our sister companies. And in the world of social distancing, again, we work through distribution. You can find these products both on the web, but they're all coming from distributors. The hygienics product is it's part of a division called Hamilton Buell, and we have anybody who deals with schools. We sell products for headphone covers and stuff like that. The product that's really exciting, that's easier to possibly sell, especially if you work with, I know some companies are working with other products that are involved purely with social distancing, is this V-Ray. It actually kills 99.9% of the bacteria. It's a wand-like product, and it effectively kills 99.9% of the coronavirus products. COVID-19 still has not been fully tested, I must admit, but it kills everything that's been tested on the corona. It's worked. The product is in extreme demand, believe it or not. So we don't have product availability till May, unless you wanted to get a trial. We can get that to you, to any of the sign companies, for a special price. But I'm just putting it out there because if one of the sign companies, let's say, works with banks, I know we work with sign companies that work with banks. This is a product that could be put into every single bank branch and sell it through you, and you can make some cash. And it's an easy, straight up deal, assuming that's something that could work. Same thing with if you work with hospitals too. It's a product that's being very highly sought after. We don't know exactly, believe it or not, where the product goes to, because everything is sold through distribution through our Hamilton Buell line.
Excellent. Well, Bill, I want to thank you. We'll pull up the front slide again, the first slide. I want to thank you. There is Bill's email on the bottom of the screen. Please email him with a whole bunch of questions, concerns, quotes, opportunities, whatever it might be. We did cover a lot of products. My favorite two products I saw today, Bill.
Okay.
We've been working together, so we worked a lot with the Bright Show product. Big fan of that, but I really am excited to see these two new products. The sidewalk sign that can get out. That's a very cool sign. And I really liked learning about the hanging window sign, single and double-sided. So I think those are going to be ones that we definitely will see some push on. We appreciate everybody hopping on today with Bill and I. Bill, thank you for your time. Let's do it again soon.
Let's speak soon, for sure. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for listening in. I'm not sure if I'm still on, but I hope everybody in this challenging time has a somewhat of a fun weekend, staying at home with your family and friends.
Absolutely. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.